Well, the day has finally come. It's Blowy Day, and today I'm going to make a special Blowy Day breakfast. Well, we're getting Sony'd. I'm going to make some cheesy scrambled eggs. I got the bacon going in the oven, and I'm going to make some toast, and then we'll proceed with the special day of food events. So I used 5 eggs and probably a 1/4 cup of milk, or maybe even a 1/3 of milk. Got my cheese all grated up and my bacon done, so we're just gonna wait for the eggies to be done and then we will eat. So I just cooked the eggies until all the wetness is out, and then I put the cheese on. I turned the burner off, and then I'm gonna put the lid on the cheese, melt the cheese. I'm gonna get my toast down, and like I said before, then we're gonna eat. Alright, here we go, special Valentine's Day breakfast. Cheesy scrambled eggs, bacon, and some toast with jam. Love you big time. Well, Pug One's getting ripped off for lunch today. He's just getting some dirty old Kraft dinner. But look at my spot in my science experiment. It's starting to grow. And I got a baby bok choy in there, some celery, and some sweet potato. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can plant it in the spring. Aw, Dick. Gotta go back to the bulk barn and get more cheese dust. How you doing? Got the blanket all caught up on your tail?
Freak snacks. Pop it, give me a
It's like a little weird little winged want. Getting ready for your show?
Yeah.
Baby gets it every time. Here, I'll help you. So it's time to get supper ready, and I'm going to do a stuffed chicken. I'm going to make kind of like a Christmas meal. That's Pug One's favorite. He eats the same thing all the friggin' time, so it's hard to show you new stuff. But I think I may try to incorporate like a Freaky Friday. Maybe try something new every Friday, and at least I can get something new once a week up. And give me some ideas of what maybe else I could make some videos on that you might like to watch, or maybe ask me some questions in the comments and I'll try to answer them. But no questions about any goofs that used to be here or isn't part of what we are anymore. And you know, if you want to know some Pug One questions or different things, give me a ask. Oh man, I need a new pig iron big time. I could probably cut that better with a spatula. Anyway, so I got it hacked in half finally. I'm going to take out the bits and add some brown sugar and a little bit of butter in there. Peel up my potatoes and get the chicken in. And I'm not quite sure, I don't remember what they said the temperature to be at. 375. Oh, better turn around. Alright, so I'll show you as I go. It's pretty easy. That's what it looks like, all cleaned up and ready to go. Just gotta wrap some tin foil on it and put it in the oven with the chicken and peel potatoes. Poor babies. Stuck inside because it's so freezing cold out. And the other one's by the wood stove. And so neat. Oh, but baby gets you every time. What happened? Want a treat? Want a treat? Want a treat? Right by the wood stove. So nice and smugly warm. Let's go get a treat. Well, the chicken's taking a bit longer than I thought, and I'm starving, so I'm going to make a couple of tomato and bacon sandies up, and we'll have lunch, dinner a little bit later on. And look, I'm even going to put it on a real plate just because it's Blowy Day. Isn't that specialness? Another dish I gotta wash. So there we go. Pre-Blowy Day sandwich. He's got to get all his nutrients into himself for laying there. Even the girls get the special Valentine's Day meal. We got some mashed potatoes, a bit of little chicken, and some squash in there. A little bit of kibbles to brush your little teethers. You ready? You ready for supper? You want your supper? With this? Oh, ain't that kind. Abby's like, what the frig? Here, Abby. Huh? Here you go. Valentine's dinner for the pugs. So I pulled out the squash. It's all done. It's cooled down a little bit, so make it a little bit more easier to handle. I rinsed out the dish and I'm going to put it back in there, scoop it all out and put it back in with a little bit more butter in there, maybe a little bit more brown sugar. And then just about when the turkey's done, I'll pop it back, or the chicken, I'll pop it back in the oven and warm it back up. And I got my potatoes on for getting ready to make the mash. So it's all scraped out, and there's the result. I put it in half the pan. That way when the mashed potatoes are done, I can mash them up and then put them in here. That way it's already ready to go for leftovers tomorrow, and I can wash the pot and be done with it. Easy peasy. So I'm going to get the strawberries ready. I'm going to put some in the salad, and I'm also going to have some for dessert with some yogurt. So for the salad, I'm going to slice them up, and I'm also going to drain a thing of mandarins, and I'll use spinach and some sunflower seeds and creamy poppy seed dressing. But I'll show you when that's all together. Well, I figured since it's being blowy down and all, I'll add some crispied up bacon into the salad. I think that would be pretty tasty in there. Extra love. So my mashed potatoes are all done, and I just made a bit of a well and put some butter in there so it'll get melty and warmed up for when I want to serve. So yeah, the chicken's just about done, so I'm going to put this in the oven just to keep warm, and then I'll show you when it's ready. So this thing's popped up and that's supposed to be when it's done, but I don't think it's done, so I'm going to cook it a little bit longer. And that's pretty gross, like all the stuffing has farted out the chicken's butt. Disgusting. Well, hopefully it tastes good. Alright, I think we're in the home stretch. I just took the tin foil off, put a little bit of butter on top, and I'm going to put it back in the oven to brown up and crisp up a little bit. Got the juices to make some gravy, and for that I'm just going to mix a little bit of cornstarch with some cold water and mix that together, and then add it into there and bring it to a boil, and it should thicken. Alright, so that's about a tablespoon of cornstarch with maybe a little bit of water, and you mix it in there, and so when you put it in here it doesn't just clump all up. And you want to bring it to a boil before you add your cornstarch slurry. So I brought it to the boil and just mixed it real quick, and it thickens up, and voila! Alright, so I got my salad ready to go in the bowl. I just have to mix it up. I'm using baby spinach, and this is the salad dressing that we like to use, the creamy poppy seed. So yeah, I'm going to mix it all together, pull out the stuff because it's just about done, and oh, I whittled this too for on his plate for Blowy Day. Just finger fucked it, I did. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Got the chicken all browned up, the gravy all done. I got my squash all cooked up, and everything ready to go with the potatoes. So I'm just going to put it all on a plate, and we'll present it to Pug 1 for Blowy Day. Real plate and everything. Here we go. Chicken dinner is complete. We got the squash, the mashed potatoes, the chicken, heart cranberry, and stuffing, and of course the gravy, and here's a salad for the side. So I love you big time, and happy Blowy Day, and remember, if you ate today, thank your old lady.